What's going on, Commanders family? What's going on? It's a beautiful Thursday. And we got some good news. Got some good news today, y'all. We got some good news today. Come on and get up in here, y'all. As you can see, I'm feeling good because we got some good news today. So all hope isn't lost. Now, I don't know if it means a lot, but to me, it does. I don't know if it means a lot to you, but I know for me it do. So I'm gonna let y'all come on and get up in here. Give it a couple of minutes. We won't be on here too long. Just coming to chit chat, talk about these blessings that's on the way. Yes, sir. So if you're just coming in, you're just tuning in, make sure you go ahead and hit that like button, smash that like button on this video. Make sure you share this video, get it to the rest of our beloved Commanders fans so that way they can too enjoy this stream. Yes, sir. Give it a couple more seconds and we're going to get to it. We ain't going to play around with it. You did. Give it a couple more seconds, then we're going to get this thing started. Welcome. Welcome to the stream. If you're new to the stream, make sure you go ahead and smash that like button. About to get the stream started, y'all. Let's try to give y'all some time to jump in here. I know some of y'all probably getting off work and probably on your way home from work. Who knows what you're doing? But we got good news to talk about today. So we finna get into it. Let's go ahead and get this thing popping. Welcome to Everything Commanders with your host, Dream Team Buddha. Hail to the Commanders. Woo! What's good, Commanders family? Welcome to another episode of Everything Commanders. Of course, I am your host, Dream Team Buddha. So, I told you all, we all need our weapons back in order to do anything, to even make this a season, make some of this season. And guess what? Guess who's back? Back again. Terry McLaurin and Deebo Samuel were at practice today. Now, I'm sure you all heard the reports yesterday of we got a slight, notation that the guys was going to be back today, but we didn't know if they would be back full participant, limited, or on the side of the field working out. And today we found out it was full participant. Deebo Samuel was a full participant, which was expected. Terry McLaurin, however, I didn't know when he was going to come back. We already know Jayden Daniels will not be playing on Monday night. It's unfortunate and fortunate at the same time. Now, it's unfortunate because of the state of our season, but it's fortunate because we need to make sure that he heal up. So we heard from Dan Quinn today, and that's what he spoke on. He spoke on the fact of Jayden Daniels. They're going to take this whole entire week. They ruled him out early on that way so Marcus Mariota can go ahead and just focus on being a starter, and they can go ahead and just allow Jayden Daniels to go ahead and just heal. That's the main priority for Jayden Daniels. And I'm sure it's always been that, but they just wanted to nip that in the bud early on. So Jayden Daniels will not play Monday night, and it will be the Marcus Mariota show. Now, I got a serious question. First of all, let me go over this injury report real quick. Let me go over this injury report, and then we'll get into it. All right, so Sam Cosmi did not practice today. He does have a back injury. I didn't know he had a back injury, but I don't know the severity of it, but he did not practice today. That's not good. Hopefully, it's something minor because we can't catch a break. But he didn't practice today. Jayden Daniels, of course, we already know he didn't practice today because of the hamstring. Zach Ertz didn't practice today. Jonathan Jones didn't practice today. Von Miller didn't practice today. Deron Payne didn't practice today. And last but not least, Laramie Tunsil didn't practice today. All of those guys were on vet rest days. It was, it wasn't injury related. So Terry McLaurin was the full participant. Deebo Samuels was a full participant. And Bobby Wagner, I don't even know how he got on here, but he was a full participant with a thumb injury. So we getting healthy, y'all. Things are starting to turn around in our favor. Now, what we will do with that, I have the slightest idea. But we did hear from head coach Dan Quinn today. And I told you all when we heard from Dan Quinn the first time, he sounded pretty pissed off. He sounded like a man who was willing to do whatever it took to turn it all around for the Washington Commanders, because he pretty much was blindsided with the play that the Washington Commanders how they've been playing recently throughout these 7 weeks. So today he said he went back, looked at all of the footage each week from week 1 all the way up to week 7 to see what changes need to be made, what plays need to be taken out, what plays need to be added, because it's an issue with the guys just aren't playing fast. And when the guys aren't playing fast, it causes us to make a lot of mistakes. And is it the scheme or is it the players, right? So when he spoke earlier, for some reason, I don't know what it is, but he kind of gave me some little, some false hope or whatever. I don't know if it's a real thing or not, but that brings me to my point of this question. And you all can be honest with me. You can listen. Be honest with me. Be brutally honest with me in the comment section. The question is, am I delusional? Like, I really want to know, am I just delusional? Like, I don't know why it is Thursday. Here we are, 4 days away from a huge game against the Kansas City Chiefs in Kansas City. And your boy feeling like the Commanders could possibly steal them a dub on Monday night. I don't know where it's coming from or why am I like this. I will be pissed off. And then I would hear from a player or two or a coach or whatever the case may be. And therefore, you know what? I'm like, hey, let's go get him, Tiger. Like, I don't know what it is. Maybe it needs to be studied. Maybe it needs to be studied because I think I really have an issue. Or is it just me? Or do you all feel the same way? It's like I can't just give up on my squad at all. The closer we get to the game, I'm so anticipated. Like, I don't know how we're going to get it done, but I'm just hoping that we can get it done. And all of a sudden, I hear from Marcus Mariota. He talked at the press, at his press conference or whatever. And when I hear him talk and he say the energy that was at practice and how they approaching practice after, losing the last 2 weeks, and they starting off fast, and it makes you feel like maybe they get it. Maybe they have arrived, y'all. And then I had to say to myself, until they show it, do not go all in. Do not go all in on that thought of us beating the Kansas City Chiefs. But what I will say is this. I'm hoping that this means that we will at least make it a game Monday night, and it won't be a blowout. Because honestly, after we lost to the Cowboys, a team that barely has defense, and they got a high-power offense, but they ain't really got the defense, I thought it would be a back-and-forth game, but we still would lose the game because their offense is more equipped with weapons other than ours, because we ain't had Terry, Noah, or Deebo. So I was thinking that we would at least be in the game, and because somehow, something flugazy or some hope, I don't know, we could just come out with a dub. But we came out with a whooping. That's what we came out with. We came out with the getting spanked on the rooter to the tutor. You understand what I'm saying? So I kind of felt like, and it's still in there somewhere, I feel like the Chiefs is gonna run through us, okay? Like some bad food. You understand what I'm saying? So I don't know where it's coming from. And I feel like I need help. And I'm telling you all, I'm feeling like I am delusional. Like, seriously. And I get on Cowboys fans all the time, but like, Cowboys fans so delusional. Man, oh man, I'm feeling like the Cowboys fans right there. I'm feeling like the Commanders is about to upset these Kansas City Chiefs. I don't know where it's coming from. So y'all let me know what y'all think. Let me see if somebody said something in the comments. Y'all let me know. Am I tripping? Am I tripping or what? I don't know why I feel like that. Now, JD5, right? They said that the plan is for him to heal up. They're going to give him the whole week, they're going to let him rest up, focus. The number one priority is making sure that he gets healthy. So that way he can possibly return week 9. We are in week 8. So they really think that it's a real possibility that he will be back next week versus the Detroit Lions. I don't believe it. I don't believe it, but I haven't seen coach really speak on an injury like that. He said, you know what, he just got to hit all the markers and so forth and so on. But this time was a bit different. He said what the plan was, okay? He want us to focus on him healing up for the week, and the next week they can reassess, right? But we all know Jayden wanted to play Monday. He wanted to come back in the game that just took place. So maybe, just maybe, them saying that the injury isn't as big as it once was, maybe it really isn't. Maybe I'm starting to drink the Kool-Aid. But I don't know why I'm drinking the Kool-Aid and why I'm becoming so where this energy coming from? Where this feeling coming from? Why do I feel like we're gonna beat the Chiefs on Monday? Now, I'm not predicting that we will beat the Chiefs, but is it, like I said, is it just me? Why do I feel like we're gonna win? As soon as we get to the game, the first quarter will tell it all. Because I think this is going to be one of the toughest teams that we face all year long. Then the Lions, then the Eagles. Our schedule is brutal. So we got to somehow win one or two of these games coming up. I know we ain't. I don't want to say that. They say be careful what you say out your mouth. I know it'll be tough to win all of these games coming, but being realistic, step aside from. Let's put the delusional side away. It's going to be tough as hell to win all 4 of these games coming up. But we got to at least come away with 2. We got to at least beat either the Chiefs, the Seattle Seahawks, or the Detroit Lions, and we daggone sure got to beat the Dolphins. I without a shadow of a doubt, I think that we're going to beat the Dolphins. The Seahawks, the Chiefs, and the Lions, we got to beat one of them guys. At least one, in order for us to still have a season, and Jayden Daniels got to stay healthy. When he come back, he got to be fully healthy. You know what I'm saying? And Terry McLaurin look good. I'm looking at the videos, man. I haven't seen Terry McLaurin run a full sprint all season long, for real, till today. When they had him and Deebo Samuel out there working out, and they worked out with the team. They did the little stretching. Just how they was getting us weeks prior. They would show them stretching and whatnot, and Terry would be smiling, and you think, oh, he good. But as soon as they start doing like sprints and stuff, Terry would be walking off the field. Like, okay, well, why was you just smiling over there when y'all was stretching? Now you got me stressing. Because now you sitting over here, you trying to smile because you know the camera's there. But today, he was running drills with the team. looking good, looking like the number one receiver that he is. That he is. Catching the ball with them firm hands. Listen, Terry got some of the best hands in the league, okay? Yeah, I stand by that. You see Deebo Samuel out there looking like that heel ain't nowhere to be found. Like the nagging injury that he had is no longer there. They probably set him down last week. He probably wanted to go last week. You know, Deebo, he looked forward to these opportunities of him being the number one guy because Deebo is playing to get paid, y'all. Y'all know how these players play when they trying to get paid. That's why Deebo averaging 7 to 8 catches a game when he plays. Now, don't discount the game versus the Bears. Every other game, Deebo's had like 7 to 8 catches, almost 100 yards, and a TD. Like we come on, man. He been doing this thing, but that Hill situation kind of slowed him down. So him back and Terry, do y'all know what this mean, y'all? Do y'all know what this means? This means the run game will be back. The run game will be back. You can't just man us up. You can't just do what the Bears and the Cowboys did. Now, they're going to try it. Don't get it twisted. They're going to try it. But when they try it, that's when Terry got to beat McDuffie over the top. And Mariota got to hit him. He got to hit him because Spags going to send that heat. He going to send that heat. And they good at stopping the run. They good at it. So Cliff Kingsbury got to create something totally different because I know he know how Spags run his defense. Spags know how he run his offense. If we're going to win this game on Monday night, we're going to need Cliff Kingsbury to outcoach Spags. I know it sounds crazy. I know it sounds, and let alone that, Joe Witt Jr. and Dan Quinn, because they are one. They are one. Y'all gonna have to take on Andy Reid. Now I know that sounds impossible because Andy Reid is a offensive guru. But if y'all could just slow down the bleeding enough, we have a chance. And we need some things to go our way. But for whatever reason, for what it's worth, your boy is feeling like we can beat the Chiefs. No, we're not a better team than the Chiefs right now. We already know we down our star player, Jayden Daniels. These are facts, okay? I'm not that delusional. I'm not that delusional. But what I'm saying is we have a chance. What say you? Tell me how you feel. Let me see what y'all talking about over here in these comments. Because your boy, man, you know, I just don't want to feel like I'm by myself in this. Because if I'm by myself, I'll leave it alone. You know what I'm saying? Let me see. Shout out to Love. Can't wait. Say it's a chance, but it's going to be hard without Jayden Daniels. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. It's going to be extremely hard. And that's no easy. It's going to be very tough to beat the Kansas City Chiefs. They already riding on the high, so I'm hoping that they could sleep on us. That's why we got to hit them first. If we can start the game fast, which is asking a lot from the damn Commanders to start a game fast. If we can start the game fast and hit them in their mouth, they won't know where we coming from. They will have to adjust. Patrick Mahomes ain't the same quarterback when he playing from behind when he thought that, you know, they deserve to be out in front. When they played against the Lions, they hit the Lions in their mouth. They went toe-to-toe. Make no mistake, the Chiefs is rolling on all cylinders right now. Okay? They rolling. So we have to be superb out there. We can't be making a bunch of penalties. We can't be making a bunch of mistakes. We can't be running into each other. All that stuff that they was doing. And Dan Quinn promised us today. He said he promised that we will see improved play on the defense. Now, for what it's worth, I guess he mean the guys owned up to their wrongdoing and he expects better. But is he saying he gonna start rotating some players around? I don't know. Of course, he's not gonna show the left hand show the right hand with his left hand doing. He's not gonna do that. But he gave us hints. He pretty much said that's his exact words. I expect the change that shall take place is you will see improvement with the play on the field. So we shall see what that's about, because I was kind of worried. Let me see what Steve say. Shout out to Stephen McGowan. He say, I don't think it's crazy. We get Terry and Deebo back. Get the mojo going. Everyone is playing. Flat Eagle are only 2 games ahead with 2 games against them, and they're not exactly destroyed. Yeah, I mean, pretty much saying that the Eagles they 2 games ahead of us is not over. We still got a chance. I get it, 100%. Yeah, Terry and Deebo back is huge, man. I think we haven't had it for so long that people don't realize how huge this is. This is very huge, man. You got a hater here. Let me see what this hater. I ain't even gonna get a hater no time right now. Also, Steve say, ping the competition, and Saquon looks like he's lost a step. Yeah, he looked like he lost a step. That's because they offensive coordinator. But we need to know how we gonna beat these boys. Forget the Eagles, man. We see the Eagles at the end of the year. Love Can't Wait say, Deebo trying to get that bag, and I don't blame him. Yes, that's what I'm saying. That's one thing that we know. That's a fact. Deebo trying to get that bag. So by any means necessary, he back out there. You seen when he did the interview last week, they asked him about his heel and if he'll play. See, I guess we gotta wait and see. Like, as in, it's not in my control, it's in the team control. Now, they decided to rule him out in that Bears game. And you saw what happened. So, he's ready to go. Also, Steve say they have one of the best offenses right now, if not the best. Don't get it twisted. Dallas got a nice offense. The Rams got a nice offense. But the Chiefs got everybody back. Keep that in mind. He say they might have one of the best offenses right now. We underestimated Dallas, but we had no shot with the receivers. They played 8 and 9-man box the whole game. Yes, they did. All game long. And nobody could. Now, I will say this, though. Jayden had a chance to take his shots. I went back and I looked at the footage, and I'm in such denial when it comes to Jayden Daniels for whatever reason. But I am a realist. And Jayden Daniels did not have his best game out there. Now, I don't know what it is or what it's from, but it was guys that was open, and Jayden Daniels was more so on the greedy side, trying to get the bigger play. And you can tell when people was dropping passes, because it started like that. It's like we couldn't get anything going. They start dropping passes, and Jayden start airballing it. And once he came to you and you ain't catch the ball, it's like Jayden didn't trust you anymore. One thing I loved about Jayden Daniels last year, once he got out that Noah Brown, every play throwing it to him phase, he started spreading the ball around, taking the checkdowns, taking the 3 to 4 yard plays to keep the chains moving. He hasn't done that yet this year. And I don't know if it's getting to him, but he's a cool kid. I don't know if it's getting to him that he feel like he got to live up to a certain standard or play up to a certain standard, that he set on himself last year for showing us how he played. I don't know if that's what it is or whatever the case may be, but at the end of the day, he's not even making the right decision on the RPOs. Like Jayden, you know how he fumbled the ball against the Bears when we lost the game. That's an RPO. Now, he hasn't been making the greatest decision on those jumps. Like, even when he scored a touchdown in the Cowboys game, he almost fumbled the ball. All right. He was undecided. So I don't know what it is. And I'm hoping that it's not the DMV getting to his head from social media and whatnot. Because I ain't even like what I saw from his mother. I get what she's saying, but it kind of like showed me that you're allowing the fans to get to your head. That's what we love about y'all, that y'all different. Y'all don't allow these things to sink in your mental and this y'all don't allow that. Y'all got y'all got this thing that y'all can protect yourself from the outside noise. Y'all can turn it down. But this year, because we having we facing a little trials and tribulation, y'all kind of like letting that seep in through your brain, and I don't like that. So I'm hoping that that's not the case with Jayden. I know Jayden just want to shut everybody up. You can see it on Jayden's face, y'all. Jayden want to shut everybody up. So he's pissed that he can't get out there. If this was Shanahan and them, Jayden would have been out there playing. He would have been out there playing, man. My boy Steven say the Chiefs are old too. No, they are old. We are the oldest. We're the retirement home. So we can't talk about nobody else. We are rated, we rank the oldest team in the NFL. Who old? Talk to me. Who old in a team? Travis Kelce? Who else? You see them receivers they got? Rasheed Rice, Xavier Worthy, Marquise Hollywood Brown, Tyquan Thornton. Ain't none of them boys over 25, I don't think. Isaiah Pacheco, Kareem Hunt on the older side. But you got to think about it. They don't really have them 30-year-old plus guys over there. They ain't that old. So we can't worry about they old. We need to make sure that we can keep up with them cats. Shoot. Shout out to my guy, So Ninja X. He said, I just want them to play tough. What is it going to take for that to happen? What is it going to take for that? What is it going to take for that to happen? That's what I want to know. That's what I want to know. Because I wouldn't be mad about that. I wouldn't be mad at that at all. I just don't want us to go out there and look like we looked against Dallas. The way we looked out there against Dallas, looked like we didn't know what the hell we was doing, what the hell was going on. I know everybody felt that. Hell, they even felt it. Nothing can go right. Every time we tried to, even when Marcus came in there, I thought that Marcus would come in, we would get some things going, and this Bama throws a pick. Like, I don't like playing the Cowboys I don't like playing the Cowboys. I don't like playing the Cowboys, Giants, or the Eagles at their home. Especially the Eagles. But that Jerry World situation, I don't like it. So, the crowd noise is just going crazy. It was just something I just could not handle, man. But if you just joined the stream, I see y'all starting to come in. You just joined the stream. Make sure y'all get the stream a thumbs up. And the question is, am I delusional? Am I losing my mind? Am I going out of my mind with these Commanders? Why am I sitting here on a Thursday evening at 4:37 Eastern, 4 days away from the game, thinking that we're going to beat the Chiefs? Am I by myself? Let me know. I think I'm kind of delusional, but maybe it's just me. Steven say, no blown coverages. Move Mikey outside, Lattimore in the slot. On the tight end, he lost a step. I think he will be better in the slot. You know something, bro? That would make sense to move him to the slot because he's so hands-on and aggressive. But honestly, I think a tight end will cook him too. I think Marshawn needs to not cover anybody. If you're going to do anything with Marshawn, put him at free safety. If you're going to do anything, put him at safety. Or no, not free safety. Put him at strong safety. If you're going to do anything else. But him checking the tight end, I don't trust that either. I get it, though, but I don't trust that either. Shout out to Lil C. White. He say, glad to see Terry and Deebo back, and it comes at the right time. And we need them versus Kansas City and Mariota to make plays because he makes his life easier with both Terry and Deebo. In order for us to win that game, it's going to have to be a team effort. I need to see Terry McLaurin. Listen, you know what I want to see? You know what I would like to see? I would like to see Terry McLaurin go 10 catches. I don't know if we will ever see that. But I don't know why it's so hard. If we can get Deebo the ball 8 times in a game, why can't we get Terry the ball 8 times in a game? It don't always have to be a deep threat. It don't have to be a bomb. It don't have to always be 20, 30 yards down the field. Why can't it be a quick slant? A few of those quick slants. Comebacks. over the middle of the field. It don't have to be a deep ball. The way that Jamar Chase is being worked and Jackson Smith and Jigba is being worked, the way Emeka Egbuka is being worked. Like, why can't we do CeeDee Lamb? Why can't we work Terry that same way? Why do he have to be lined up on the left side every damn time he out there on the field? Why can't he move from the left side to the slot, to the right side, backfield, wherever we need him? We paid that man that money. We need our money worth. Why can't we put him all over the field? I don't get it. He can do it. And I know they say he probably a little on the older side because he just turned 30. But come on, man. It's plenty of ways to put Terry on a motion and get things going. We could make more use of Terry McLaurin. We're gonna need a whole team effort. Also, So Ninja X says, I think Hard Knocks filming is interrupting JD's VR time. You know something? The Hard Knocks filming, it's going to come out. It's going to come out soon. And I think it's coming, I want to say, I don't know which part of the season it'll show because it's in season, but I think so too. I think that the cameras being around is kind of like throwing off our juju. It's giving us bad juju, actually. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like we being jinxed. You know what I'm saying? Like man, go on, get away from here. We still terrible. We bad. We bad. We don't need all eyes on us. Get away from here. Get away from here. And so far, we all on, we got eight primetime games, 8 national televised games, should I say. And we've been horrible in all of them. The Green Bay Packers game, the Chicago Bears game, we was horrible. We should have won, though. The Dallas Cowboy game was the game of the week. So far, we've been horrible in all of them. Now we got the Chiefs. Then come right back with the Lions. Then come right back with the Seattle Seahawks. And then we go to Madrid. Come on, bro. Like, take them cameras off us. We good. We good, my guy. Also, Love Can't Wait writes, hopefully Quan Martin and Savage. Listen, Quan Martin has let me down somewhat, but Darnell Savage, he's getting better and better and better and better and better and better and better. He's getting better. I'm like, don't rush back Will Hurst. He said they make too many mistakes. Yeah, they do, but listen, it's a lot on Quan, man. I think they asking a lot of Quan Martin. I think so. And I think that's because of the fact that we don't have Will Hurst no more. Will Hurst was the guy that was asked a lot of, just like Jeremy Chin was last year. Jeremy Chin was the guy that was checking everybody, so forth and so on. You seen Quan Martin checking people a little bit more. Yeah, I know a lot of people say he's a cornerback at heart or whatever the case may be, but it's a little different in the NFL. Like, I know he played a little slot at Syracuse, but it's a little different in the NFL. So, yeah. But let me see. God Love Us writes, you are crazy, just like me. But hell, I'm 40, bro. The last 30 years been bad, been so bad, I believe. So yeah, we in the same boat. I'm 40. We twins. Okay? We twins. And I don't talk about my age like that, but I'm 40. Hey, guess what? I don't know why I'm so, and that's why they say the Commanders fans are the most loyal fans in the NFL. We get our tails whooped so bad, but every year we screaming, this is our year. This is, even when we know the facts of what the season would turn out to be. Every year we scream, we want Dallas. Oh, the Eagles can't see us. What's up? We talking because we love the Commanders, the Redskins, the Washington football. We love our mob. I don't know why I'm so optimistic, y'all. Because if you go look back a couple streams ago, you would have thought that I ain't finna watch no more games. I ain't finna cover the team no more. I ain't finna be involved. I don't want nothing. Remove this stench from me. But today is a new day. And you gotta hold on. A change is coming. Hold on. Don't worry about a thing. Listen, I'm really feeling optimistic. The change is coming. I don't know why I'm feeling like this, but I feel like it. And I may be singing a different tune come Monday. So just be with me, man. Listen, at least I know I'm not the only one. At least I know I'm not the only one. Steven say he looked frustrated against Dallas. You could see it in his face at on point. I guess you talking about Jayden Daniels. Maybe you talking about that. God love us say, I believe too. We both crazy, but 34 years of this bull, man, I believe. But offense gotta be better, and defense gotta finally show out and shut us all up. Yeah, we like that angry. We like that. I don't want to say that, but like they say, we like the angry wife that's upset that she ain't getting the attention from her husband. So she's kind of like, she's nagging you because she wants your attention. So it's like we gonna keep talking trash, y'all trash that and the forth until they say, shut up. Here I go. That's what you wanted. So we could just see smiling again and feeling all good. Yeah, that's the situation. I don't know if that made any sense to you, but yeah. If you got a wife, you know what I mean. But yeah, yep. So let's see. Zach say, shout out to Zachary Honesty. He say, you're not by yourself, brother. I appreciate to. I'm grateful to know that I'm not by myself. Shout out to you. He said, I don't know what it is or why, but for some reason, we always play better and do good against teams that we are counted as a loss to end up piling in the ups and upset, pulling the upset. Listen, I thought, I came into the season feeling like that until we faced off against the Green Bay Packers. Because I thought for a fact, we suck against bums. We suck against bums. But we play good. We stand up. We show up for those teams that we supposed to lose to. I really thought that was the case. But I lost all hope the way we lost to those damn Packers. So hopefully, just hopefully, things has changed, man. Let's see. My boy Lil C. White writes, heard there's a realistic possibility that Noah I gets traded, and if so, would you do a player swap for another corner? Hell yeah. Why wouldn't I? But I don't think they could trade him while he on IR. So when he come off IR, the trade deadline is next week. If I don't think we could trade him while he's on IR. I don't think so. I really don't think we can. But if you can, hell yeah. He only on a 1-year deal. Bye. And there's nothing. What has Noah done for us? Tell me that. What? Oh, you saying about Noah Igman? Now I'm thinking this is how you know I'm so upset with Noah Brown. I'm thinking about Noah Brown. You talk about Noah I. I'm so sorry. Forgive me. I just went back into a different moment just now. All right. Noah I, yeah. What? Same with him. What has he done for us lately? What has he done? He ain't getting out there on the field. If we can get a draft pick for him, why not? Why not? If that nobody giving us a corner for him, nobody doing that. So if we can get a draft pick for him, yeah, I wouldn't mad. I wouldn't be mad at all. Now early in the season, before the season started, why would we trade him? We're gonna need him. Might get injuries, or we might need him to come in and play. But for whatever reason, he's not getting out there on the field. So right now, he ain't done nothing for me lately. So it's cool. He can go ahead and on about his business. Also, my boy Stephen Wright, there are bad looks for Peters, to be honest. These are bad looks for Peters. We could have signed Clowney a week ago, taking Brown in as a number 3. He can't stay on the field. That's what I was just saying, bro. His whole career. When Bourne is balling out and let him walk. Now, everybody pissed off about that. But be honest, bro. Be honest. Now, I'm not trying to take up for Adam Peters. But what I will say is who would have guessed that Bourne was going to be like he is with San Fran? Who would have guessed that? 140 yards his first two games with them, over 10 catches at both games. Like nobody would have guessed that. Nobody could have guessed that. So, but yeah, I thought that we should have signed him, and it looked like we made the wrong move in letting him walk from here. So I get it. Adam Peters, it is on him. Also, Steven say Connerly has been really bad too. He's getting cooked every week. He had 2 false starts last week, and line getting no push, and the line not getting no push. Listen, you can't really. Are we gonna do this, bro? Come on, Steve. Let's be realistic. Now, you making me feel like you really are delusional with me, right? But let's be realistic when it comes to the positions, right? Josh Conley Jr. is in his first year. He's a young guy. He's a young, raw talent. Let's not forget, he's young, he's raw, he's athletic, he's very talented. He's in his first year. The goal is hopefully that he will be able to take over at left tackle once Laramie Tunsil departs from the Washington Commanders, if we don't re-sign him. But the kid has so much potential and talent that I think he will pan out to be something good for the Commanders. We finally got Sam Cosmi back. Hopefully he's not going to be out too long and he don't miss this game. If he don't miss this game, but if it's something that's going to be lingering, go ahead and let us sit out this game and go ahead and bring back in Andrew Wiley, who got cooked. But if we got to go against Chris Jones, it's going to be tough. And Biotis got his tail kicked last week. I meant to tell y'all about that. I watched the game, and Biotis they was hitting the hump move on him so much, they was swimming over his shoulder, and he kept letting everybody get in the backfield. That's why we couldn't get the run game going. But at the same time, Connerly, just give him a little more time. Give him a little time. Be a little patient, bro. Be a little patient, bro. Also, Steven say, we lower you. We turn it off and right back on. That's a fact, bro. I think I am delusional. So I think I'm going to stop calling people delusional because I'm delusional myself. When it comes to the Washington Commanders, y'all, I am delusional. So I appreciate y'all for trying to tell me if I'm delusional or not, or if you with me or not. But I'm going to go ahead and check myself in to seek help, okay? Because I don't think nothing's going to stop me from believing in the Commanders like I do. We can get cranked up so much, and I'm still going to believe in the Washington Commanders. Noah Brown shouldn't be in the NFL on some real-ish. Cory Booker writes, Noah Brown shouldn't be in the NFL on some real-ish. So I know you ain't say the ish, but it's cool. I thought I know what you're trying to say. I mean, it's like it's hard to fight this. But I think that he's a good, what's the right word? He's a good addition to what's already established, if that makes sense. Like, as long as Terry and Deebo is here, I don't give a damn who's behind them. I don't care if it's Jalen Lane. I don't care if it's Luke McCaffrey. I don't care if it's Robbie Chosen, Traylon Burks. Like, we need those two guys healthy. Nobody else matters after that. Noah Brown is a big body target. That's why they brought Noah Brown back. They didn't want to give him as much responsibility and have him playing so much. It's just he's the only big body receiver we really have. So that's why he was getting a lot of work with the team. But he definitely can't stay healthy. He definitely can't stay healthy. He's done. That's been his career. That's been the tag on his career this whole time. So I agree with you on that. Shout out to Twin and Thompson. He say, I'm with you on this one. I feel like we could pull this one off. Bro, y'all making me proud. Y'all making me proud. Because I feel like I'm going crazy, losing my mind in here to hear y'all saying y'all with me on this one. For whatever reason, bro, I'm feeling it. And I'm thinking that it's possible. I'm thinking that it's possible. If it's possible, so be it. I know for a fact when I do bet, I'm taking a point spread. I'm taking the points they spotting us. I'm taking it. I'm taking it. I'm taking it. I ain't gonna take money line Commanders. Matter of fact, I will do a ticket just with money line Commanders. I will do that. I'm gonna do just one ticket money line straight Commanders, just in case we get that dub. So we shall see. Shout out to my guy 20. All right. Lewis C. White writes, the biggest concern is Mariota turning the ball over. Has he turned one over he didn't turn one over in the Raiders game. He turned one over in the Falcons game. And that one that he turned over Sunday, you know what I think that was? You know how that the sunlight comes in at Dallas Stadium? Like, if you pay close attention, Dallas, that's why Dallas like wearing white jerseys. Because they already know if it's a 4:00 game, that sun gonna hit in at the same time. He thought he was open, but he couldn't see that white jersey. And and it sounds like I'm making an excuse for him. But when I look back at the copy where the ball was thrown in that area, it was just bright. It was like bleached out. Now I don't know what it looks like from the field point of view, but on a TV copy and on an R22, it looked like it's a bleached out spot where it's gonna be tough to see the ball or see a person in a white jersey right there. So that's what I'm thinking took place. I could be wrong. And I know he threw that interception in the Falcons game. He threw that joint way too far on Jalen Lane. But as long as they can somehow not force it to be all on him as far as with his arm, use his legs, and try to get the most out of that situation. We got to be an unpredictable offense to the defense, not to ourselves, and we got to execute. If we could do that, we'll be fine because they have a hell of a run game. So I don't know how much of a run game we will have. Shout out to Queen Sheen. She say, Noah is like a substitute teacher that don't show up for work. Hey, you hit that on the money. You hit that on the money. Definitely like a substitute teacher. I was just telling my wife the other day. I remember back in high school, when the substitute teachers would come there, you don't get the real work from the class. You just get a substitute teacher might come in there with her own thing or whatever. And, once we do the little work or whatever, we'll be playing cards. We got the cards going in the back, playing the spades or whatever the case, because substitute teachers don't really be, they wasn't in public schools that I was in, okay? At across the high school and stuff like that. They wasn't paying it. Them substitute teachers just there to get their little money and get up out of there. So, yeah, it's funny you said that we was talking about that. But, yeah, I definitely like the way – I like that comparison right there. That seems so fitting that, Noah Brown is considered like a substitute teacher that shows up, that don't show up for work. I get that. I like that. Also, my boy Lil C say, but really think that we could realistically pull this off. This is a statement win for us to show we are still a good football team in some way. Now, you added that in some way on the end, like you was amping me up. You was getting me back. My delusional level was going here. And then you said in some way, like you not too confident if we're gonna win, which is understandable because I'm there too. I'm just leaning more so on the delusional side than the realistic side. So let me be delusional, and I'm with you 100%. I'm with you 100%. Also, Steve say, yes, I'm with you. But that's why Jayden is nervous in the pocket when he already playing with a brace. And I feel like Coleman was better and they just sitting him. You think Coleman was playing better than Chris Paul? Are we watching the same tape? Are we watching the same? Now, granted, the past couple, bro, look at the go back and look at the tape. Go back and look at the tape. Trust me, the real issue against Dallas, should I say, Tyler Biadasz, dog. Go look at it. Go look at it. I didn't see too many stock boxes. Well, should I say, big personnel, should I say, with the extra tight end. We normally do that with Trent Scott. I didn't see too much of that. But in Dallas was loading the box, and we just couldn't win. I don't know how. We got better players, but they showed that they were the better team. Dallas defensively, their front seven is not better than the Commanders' offensive line and our tight ends. I don't believe that. But for whatever reason, Tyler Biadasz just kept getting spanked. Every time they hike the ball, they'll go right over him with a swim move and get straight to Jacoby Krosky-Murray in the backfield. So, yeah. It is what it is. Also, Love Can't Wait writes, that was a terrible interception, Mariota, in that Dallas game. Yes. But you understand, though, bro. You understand that that happened because he was pressing to create a spark. That's what the problem be. So the problem is we were in a predicament in which we were trying to fight our way out of. And when you get to that point, everybody trying to make a play. And sometimes you press a little bit too much, too hard, and you don't get the results that you were looking for. Instead of staying focused, staying poised, and executing at a high level, you start doing dumb things. Just like Marshawn Lattimore, when he just knew that he could get that interception when that ball came up to CeeDee Lamb. You could see it. He was looking at it. But the way CeeDee got that ball out the air, he couldn't believe it and ran smack into Quan Martin. And then look back over at Quan Martin, turn back around and start slowing down as George Pickens was walking to the end zone backwards. And CeeDee Lamb was walking himself into the end zone. So, yeah, sometimes they be pressing a little too much. Shout out to Steve one more time. He say, what I don't get is McCaffrey is cooking on kick returns every time, 40-yard line, every time. But they won't throw to him, and advanced analytics say he's one of the highest win separation rates. Why not give him more screens at minimum? Where the hell you get those stats from? From what I'm hearing, he can't create no separation. That's what I'm hearing. But I just feel like the way we use our receivers, period. I feel like this it's just the way the scheme is. This scheme isn't suited to target a wide receiver. Like look at Joe Flacco. Joe Flacco go into the Bengals. His assignment was get Jamar Chase the ball. He threw to him about 20, 25 times. He came down about 18 of them. Like, I have yet to see that from the Commanders unless it's a 2-minute warning. Like, can we do that? So I think Luke McCaffrey should get some catches too. I don't think he should be getting one catch or two catches a game. Like, I think he need to open up the offense a little more and get on that West Coast type situation. But that's a whole nother story. And this is the way Cliff Kingsbury do his offense, and there's nothing we really can do about it. So we just got to deal with it. We just got to deal with it. Shout out to Too Proficient TV. He say, am I the only person that noticed the defense doesn't really communicate? I cannot be the only one. Bro, now, they say it's two things to communication, right? They say not only do you need to effectively articulate your thoughts, but you're also supposed to be a great listener, right? I see on tape them speaking to each other all the time. All this, you see all this? No, they do all this, but it seems like they out there miming. Like they out there, like it, because it's like it's not being received. It's not being received. So they're not retaining the information that's being given, and they still trying to play hero ball. They still geeking for the picks instead of letting it come to them. Marshawn still won't turn his damn head around and locate the ball, and that pisses me off all the time. But the communication is trash. I'm sick of seeing them give up big plays over the top, and it's no help over the top. Getting spanked every time. And I don't know who is wrong, whether it's Bobby or whether it's Joe Witt Jr. or whoever the hell it is, but the communication needs to be better. They talking, but they damn sure ain't communicating effectively. So I will give you that one. Let me make sure I don't miss a comment. Let me see. Queen Sheen. Queen Sheen say, do you think they should use Luvu on the edge? That way they can put McGee and Madrano, however you want to say his name. Yes, I think they should do that. And I think they did that the last game. They kind of introduced it a little bit the last game. And I think they are trying different things. They just don't try it enough. They just don't try it enough. But I would love to see that, Queen. I would love to see that. I would love to see Frankie Louvu actually rushing from the edge, especially with no Dorrance Armstrong now. And we already down Wise. I would love to see him get subbed in with Quan Martin and just let him rush the passer. Let him rush the passer. Put Jordan McGee in there on third downs or something like that. So you know you'll have a fast linebacker out there with Bobby Wagner. So Bobby Wagner won't be checking the faster person. You feel me? I like to see that, and I'm pretty sure they thought of that. I just don't know what it's going to take for them to see it. Maybe we need to go to the game and put up a sign and say put McGee in there and let Louvu rush the edge. Maybe that's what we got to do because they damn sure ain't listening. I promise you that. Lil C. White writes, this is Marcus Mariota's chance to show that he can still be a starting caliber quarterback in this league and can win big games on primetime when his team needs it. This is the opportunity for them all. All them old heads. I don't know. I think Wagner might be done after this season. Who knows? But I know he need to be done with us. I love him dearly. But it's time for Jordan McGee to step up and lead the guys. And if it's not him, we need to draft one. So, or Madrino, somebody. But it's been real. Finish out this season. Do your thing. You know what I'm saying? And so all of the vets are looking to show that they can actually still be dominant. Von Miller, Eddie Goldman, Zach Ertz. I can keep going. All of them looking like they trying to prove a point to the NFL that they still can get it done when the lights are on. And I'm hoping that he can get it done Monday, and then Jayden will be right back because he's healed. My boy Too Proficient TV say, right, absolutely. I also noticed when the Commanders' communication is given, it's like they don't understand, so they throw their hands like, huh? Yeah, you see this all the time from Trey Amos. But if you think about it, Trey Amos has been the bright spot of the secondary. It's to be expected. He has some mistakes, but you don't see him giving up no big plays. They attacking Marshawn Lattimore, okay? They are attacking Marshawn Lattimore. Listen, Trey Amos gave up one play versus the Cowboys when Pickens, of course, Pickens is considered elite now, but he stumbled, but he was still there. He wasn't grabbing, tugging, pulling. He's a solid corner. And Mikey is a solid corner too. Mikey just going through a rough patch right now. But Mikey is still a solid corner. We'll get another corner next year because Marshawn is done. I promise you that. Queen, what are we talking about? Queen say, I think Witt needs to simplify the defense. And that's what Dan Quinn spoke about. They got to simplify stuff, and they need to take stuff out of the game so they could play fast. They definitely not playing fast because they're trying to figure out all this new stuff that's going on. Also, shout out to Willie. I always get your name. Every time I see your name, bro, I always say Vessa first. Shout out to my boy Willie Vessa. He say, we would take Wag over here in Cowboy Land. I always like and wanted Wag. See, this is the thing. You like and wanted the younger Wag, the youth Wag. This Wag is the Papa Wag. Okay? Maybe he could be a coach for you all. But whatever you want to do, go ahead and do your thing. I'm just saying it's time for us to get solidified by another young linebacker that can actually get it done for us in the future. Let's see. Shout out to my boy Juan Gotti talking sports. What's going on, brother? I'll be paying attention. I'll be watching you, boy. I definitely be watching you. No, shout out to you. Appreciate that. My boy Juan Gotti say, good work. Keep up the work. Keep up the good work, bro. I appreciate you, brother. I'm fairly new to this thing, but I appreciate that, bro. I watch you. I see what you're doing. I watch Lou. I watch all the guys, man. Shout out to all the Commanders, content creators. I'm gonna definitely give it up for everybody. Ed, Oliver, Rio, all of them. Lou, all of them. So yeah, I definitely appreciate you, Juan. You doing your thing. I seen a guy Redskin all day, some dude the other day. But yeah, shout out to all Commanders content creators. Let's keep this thing going because we got. Slam. My boy Twinny come back and say, hey, brother, just want to say I have just started watching your show and I'm hooked. Keep up the good work and everyone press the thumbs up. My man is Hey, listen, man, you trying to make me get emotional around here. I'm already delusional, okay? So don't try to get it on my good side. You feel me? But I appreciate that. I couldn't do this without you all, you know. I definitely want to try to bring a different flavor to this thing and be myself with it. And I appreciate that you all are accepting my craziness on this channel because I just be going off on tangents and I be just venting. You know what I'm saying? The Commanders do that to me, man. They had me pissed off from Sunday, but they had me pissed off from immediate after the game on Sunday. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, I'm calming down. The Thursday, I'm back like I never left. Like I'm ready to whoop whoever. We going to the Super Bowl and we gonna win. That's my mindset. Okay. So forgive me for being all over the damn place. For sure. Steven say, not having Armstrong is gonna hurt. He was 5th in the NFL with pressure per snap at 20%. We don't have enough speed off the edge. Last year, we had more speed, which let Oos roam the line. That's Lulu. I be forgetting that. I'm like, who the hell is you talking about? Yeah, see, no. See here, hold on real quick. Get a little bit of apple juice. See, here's the thing, right? This league, right? And this is same. This is similar for Jayden Daniels. And I'm not sure if you've been paying attention, but this is the issue. I get the way they were using them before. Now, the whole league has tape on how we used Frankie Louvu last year. The way we used Frankie Louvu last year, we caught all these different teams by surprise. Frankie Louvu, yes, he has sacks so forth with the Jets and with the Panthers, but the way the Commanders used him last year, and nobody expected it, we was blitzing the hell out of Frankie Louvu. Now it seems like we're doing different things this year, but now they're doubling Louvu because they know he's our best pass rusher. So he's receiving those chips, those double teams and stuff like that. If you go look at the footage, trust me, they just putting more awareness on him, and it's a little tougher. And it's his first year being a official pass rusher, so you got to give him a little time. And yeah, let's see how that turns out. Also, Steve, last one for you. You say Wags is leading the league in tackles. There's just 8 yards deep instead of at the line of scrimmage. Now, listen, bro. I'm not saying Wags is hurting us. I don't think we should let him go. But what I'm saying is this. The older you get, the more your legs leave from you. The older you get, the more them legs leave from you. I think you said you was 40 years old. You go out there and try to run with some 21-year-olds. Okay? Now, I'm not saying Bobby is 40, but what I'm saying is the brain never leaves, okay, until you be elderly, you know. But when it comes to football, you got to have the physicality. He's great at stopping the run. So you got to put him out there with a guy like Jordan McKee. You can't put him out there and with just Louvu. Let Louvu rush, just like Sis said earlier. Queen said, let Louvu get to the quarterback a little bit more and let McGee get in there. You got to do those type of things to take some pressure off him. I'm not saying he washed. I'm just saying as we get to the end of the road, it's time. I don't see him coming back another year. He came back because he thought that we would be picking right up from where we left off, and that hasn't happened now. It may change. We shall see. I'm still optimistic, and I'm still leaving our hope for that. So, Steven also writes, I feel like defense has been simplified already. The first game or two, they couldn't even handle emotion. That's pretty basic stuff. Handling the switch off. Bro, they still can't handle that. So they could dumb it down. It's an eye discipline thing. That has nothing to do with the assignment of the play. That's just trusting your eyes. You know who you got. You know who you got. I know who I got. If you're going to pass it off, you need to make sure that your guy is receiving that information. So, yeah, you can dumb it down. When they say dumb it down, they talking about getting back to the basics. Because we're missing a lot of tackles. And it's not helping Joe Witt's scheme. Because the scheme is probably good. It's probably, no, I can't say, well, it's probably decent. It probably can be better if he had the players that he needed, like a dominant pass rusher. Hell, 2 of them on the edge. And some corners that can cover for a little longer. It's probably not that as bad as we think it is. But with no execution and everybody not being on the same page, everybody sucks, Pete. So that's what that is. But yeah, so like I said, if you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Make sure you hit that thumbs up. Smash that thumbs up. I appreciate everybody for coming through, kicking it with your boy on today. Yes, Lord. Like I said, I couldn't do this without you all. And I appreciate y'all coming from rocking with your boy. I definitely will be before you all tomorrow. We're going to watch some Thursday night football tonight. Get a couple parlays in or whatever the case may be. I might go live. I don't know. I ain't got that far yet to be going live again with other games and this and the football. But we'll get there one day. But we're going to go over the keys of the game, how we could beat these Kansas City Chiefs, why I'm feeling optimistic. This crazy game plan that I got in my head that I believe will work. So we're going to definitely go over that. I'll be back before you all tomorrow. We're going to chop it up. And shout out to y'all. We got up to 40 people in here, y'all. I used to have one person in the chat, y'all. One person. And that one person was my wife because I sent her the video and then she'll actually watch it or whatever case may be. But shout out to y'all. Because y'all give me inspiration. Y'all give me the motivation to want to be consistent and continue to come back and just have a conversation with y'all about my crazy thoughts in my head. And I also like to hear from you all. So that's why I like this live thing better than just the production side of it. Because I cook videos all day. That's what I do for a living. A videography, photography, and all that. That's why I look nice. And I appreciate everybody that say, oh, the lighting look well, this, that. Yeah, that's because I'm not going to fake like I don't do this already. Not to be tooting my own horn. Just got simple stuff, a little light, no camera, not too much. Anybody can do it, but I'm just bold enough to get on here and just tell my side of my crazy brain. And I appreciate everybody for stopping by, kicking it with your boy. You know what it is. So while we got 40 Commanders fans in the chat, I want y'all to do a big favor before I get up out of here. First of all, long live my brother Rico. As you can see, he's back there on the poster. We lost him July 4th. May he rest in peace. I love you so much, bro. He is one of the biggest Commanders fans that I know. We've been like this at the hip since birth. He's 2 years older than me, and he always kept me beside him. So shout out to my bro. But before we go, all Commanders family, all a cheer, hot. Left hand up. Let me get them left hands up. I can't see you. But let's get them left hand. I see somebody say something in the chat. Lord. Okay, let me make sure. Just keeping it real. Even though in the Cowboys fan, I like you. All right, bet. Let me say this real quick. Hold on, real quick. My boy Willie say, even though I'm a Cowboys fan, I like you because you keep it real. Hey, let's, bro. I definitely got to keep it real. 20 said, keep keeping it real. I seen the other one when you said it. Hey, but listen, let me get up. And if you're a Cowboy fan or you're whatever, you ain't got to say too much, But listen, I don't want you to go against your team. But this is the Commanders' time. Left hand up. Who are we? The Commanders. I appreciate y'all. Let's go beat these damn Chiefs. And I'm